I'll be okay if I had one. If I had one wish, we would be best friends.
Matt has in his Raycons. He'll say yes to anything when he has in his Raycons. Watch this. Hey, Matt. I'm going to take the canning board off.
Hey, what are you doing? Hey, wait! No! Wait, you can't take that! You can't take it! No! This episode is sponsored by our friends, Raycon. Raycon is co-founded by Ray J. They provide innovative earbud designs at reasonable prices. Raycon offers wireless earbuds in all kinds of fun colors and patterns. They're super comfortable and come with a variety of fit options for the whole family. Let's talk Christmas gifts. Raycons come in 5 different colors. They are the perfect Christmas gift for friends and family. I like to wear my Raycons whenever I work out. They're super comfortable. I actually just got Mare a set of Performer Raycon earbuds. She's gonna love them when she runs. Don't tell her. Raycon start about half the price of other premium audio brands, but they sound just as good. And they have a 45-day free return policy and free shipping. Click the link in the description box or go to buyraycon.com/offtheranch and use code HOLIDAY to get 15% off site-wide. Thanks to Raycon for sponsoring this episode.
Started taping it all off so I could paint. Then I realized the chrome bumper is only held on by 2 bolts, and that'd be way easier to take those off than to tape it off. Yeah.
Welcome to Off the Ranch. This is the bumper, and basically it was disgusting. It's a homemade bumper, I have realized, because the welds are all but like for some, it looks like possibly a high school kid made it. I actually don't know if Tyler made this one, but for a high school kid, it's really good. I mean, they put the extra effort to like cut it and put an angle here, and I mean, it's a solid bumper. It's just obviously homemade, and it had about 4 different colors on it. It had the rust, so it had the brown, and then it had been painted blue, white, and black before. So I just kind of knocked all the loose stuff off, painted it black. I didn't do a very good job. I mean, like, you should probably like bead blast this thing, clean it all up, but I was like, man, I just want it to look better than it does. We're gonna put it on the Bronco today, and today is a super good episode because this is the last episode of fixing this Bronco. This is the one, I mean, if all goes according to plan. The Bronco runs, it drives, it's ready for inspection. I think everything is done except we need to put bumpers on, hood on. We're gonna get the top on, the camper top. We have some insulation. We're gonna put new insulation around it and mount all that. And then the Bronco's ready to go get inspected, which I'll have to look. I think it's like 5 years ago that I got this Bronco and started working on it. So, took forever. But bumper's drying. We're working on getting the hood on. And then we're going to, what's up, Bert?
Yo, what's up?
And then we're going to camper top it. So I wanted to shout out a few companies who have helped us along the way to make this truck possible. Pretty much everything in this thing is new except for the body, like everything else. But like, I mean, the engine I paid for, it's a 427 and it's awesome. We dynoed it. God, what was it? It had over 500 foot-pounds of torque. It's a big old Ford 427 engine. We got a new transmission from Monster Transmission. We got I put F350 axles under this thing. So we bought. I went to a junkyard and I bought these F350 axles. We put those up under here. Rough Country helped us get the lift under there, get the axles mounted, and then we had to do a bunch of fab to get all that mounted. We have BF Goodrich tires on here. They're 37s, and these are the BF Goodrich All-Terrain KO2s, and they're mounted on Vision wheels, which I already scratched up just on the trailer. Cool, but they look sick. We actually put 35-inch KO2s on here at first, and I was like, it looks good, but it's not big enough, and so we put those 35s onto the El Cromino and got new 37s for this thing. See those beautiful red calipers? So we have brakes from Power Stop brakes on all four corners of this thing, and this thing stops insane now. So appreciate Power Stop brakes. Also, you can see our new interior thanks to Corbeau. Corbeau got us these front buckets and this back bench seat in here, and it looks super sick. And then we put all this liner in here too, so the whole interior is all nice and new, and then it's also not carpet, so like if we do go get it wet and muddy, whatever, it'll be easier to clean. We have gauges from New Vintage USA, NVU, and they custom made them. If you look right here on these gauges, they actually say something. They say, in honor of Captain Mark Tyler Voss, which is super cool. And we turn lights on, you can see those gauges light up super good. So we've got volt here, oil pressure, we got a tach, we have our speedo here, water temp, and our fuel right here. So appreciate NVU for hooking us up. Put a new Atlas transfer case under this thing from Advanced Adapters. This thing was a manual. We actually made it an auto just because what the stuff we wanted to do would be easier with an auto. So have a big shifter here for the transmission, and then we have the transfer case shifters down here. We put air conditioning in this thing, so it has AC heat. We actually don't have the AC hooked up yet, so that's something we still need to do. We need to take it to a shop and get them to hook up and charge our AC. But otherwise, I think everything's done. This thing should pass an inspection right now and then should be road legal. So we're just gonna do all the finishing touches on it today and then drive her out of here. This hood was hand cut by our friend Tyler Voss. Beautiful. Put this scoop on it. It is a functional scoop. So we're gonna get all that cold air in here.
I'll flip it around that way, yeah, that way. Yes.
Are you sure?
90% sure, but I didn't take this apart, as you
So that's
know.
that's the hard part. Is this thing was taken apart by high school students 4 years ago, 5 years ago, and Burke and I weren't there for most of it, and so we've been trying to figure out how it all goes back together. We're gonna have to figure a way to clear coat this thing, because I love the patina. I love the look of this thing. I love that I'm not gonna be worried about denting or scratching it, but I don't want it to get worse than this. I don't want the whole truck to just turn to rust, and so we gotta figure out a way to clear coat this so that it saves it and doesn't just continue turning into a brown rusty truck, which I still would think was kind of cool. This is pretty funny. This is what we actually got from the school with the Bronco. When I went and picked it up, they just had a bucket of bolts that they had taken apart. So when we're looking for bolts, for instance, we need to mount the mirrors on this truck right now. They're probably in here. We just got to figure it out, which is actually way easier now, because you can imagine the bolt box has shrunk as we put the truck back together. So it's just got to find like 4 bolts times 2, 8 bolts that'll go in these bolt holes. That might be one of them. That's the right size. So if I can find 8 more and look like that.
7 more.
I mean 7 more. I don't know how to count. If I can find 7 more, then we're in business. We'll be back to you in just a minute once I've either found all the bolts or gotten very frustrated. There's one. Got the mirrors, but this piece was gone. And I found it in a bucket, but it's broken. Actually, it'll still work, Because if this one's on there, it's not gonna be able to come off of it. So it's gonna be a little janky, but the whole truck's a little janky.
We can drill it out and replace it with the bolt and washers.
Not possible.
Oh, okay.
We don't have time for that. There's no time. Look, we're just gonna use these bolts. We got a bunch of new bolts that don't go for this, but they'll fit. It's been a long time since there's been a mirror on this thing. Ow, it's hot. Okie dokie. Perfect. You know what I'm most excited about with this truck? All the chicks. Mare, Addie, Annie, they're gonna love it. We were trying to close the hood, trying to figure out what was binding, thinking it was something over there. It was hitting our windshield wiper fluid box over here, which is an aftermarket thing we put in. So we're just gonna pull it out, move it out. I mean, there actually is so much room in this engine bay. We should power stroke this.
Let's just put a bunch of turbos in here.
Like, you could put turbo there, turbo there, turbo there, turbo. We could put 5, maybe 6 turbos in here, which would be sick. Yeah, I like it. Sweet. So grill bumpers, and then the top, the camper top. We actually we put the grill on here, and then we realized it was missing trim pieces. And we were like, shoot, where are those? And then we had these things. We're like, we don't even know what these things are. I thought they went in like the door panel or something, and turns out they're trim pieces. They fit perfectly in here. They used to be chrome. I think they still are under a layer of dirt. We'll find out later, but they fit right here. This is just like a puzzle where you just kind of have to guess, figure out what pieces you have left at the end, try to make them work.
Mother of God.
Usually I am.
There's blood on this, and I go, "Are you bleeding?" And he goes, "Usually." And then I go, "Oh, I'm bleeding." I gotta sit down for a while. I'm bleeding out.
Let's just set it down and gather hardware.
Burke just told me that he liked it better when it was all different colors.
I liked the patina. It matched the truck.
That wasn't patina. That was just like 3 different paint jobs.
I liked the rust, okay?
It's terrible. Still doesn't look good. It looks really good if you're 10 feet away and you squint and you just got punched in the head. Then it looks perfect. Look how beautiful. She good. We got the bumper hooked on. Solid. Straight mounted to the frame. Yeah, man. I have not seen this bumper or this hood on this truck in forever. And it makes me really excited. All right, we're gonna do the roof now, which is actually going to be tricky because we gotta lift it up. And then it's got a bunch of bolts to hold it on. It's not like a Jeep roof that you can take on and off really easily. So it's one that'll stay on for a while, but we'll probably eventually run it mostly without the roof. But I'm about to not have a barn to store it in, so it's probably gonna be outside for a little while. So we're gonna keep it covered up for now. We got brand new weather stripping all put on it though. Nice and fresh rubber. So it should be good seal, good-ish seal. I think these things always kind of leak, probably, but we'll see what we can do. We're having trouble getting these bolts up here. We've got the side ones on, but we cannot get these ones around the top. Burke's putting a strap around to try to snug it down. Since we have all this fresh rubber, it may just be that it's sticking up too far and our bolt holes are not lining up. So he's gonna try to strap it so we can squeeze this thing down and maybe line these things up. I don't know. So these Broncos are pretty cool because they have a power back window. Of course, it did not work when we got it, but we replaced it, replaced all the motor and all the mechanisms, so it should work now. We've never seen it go up into the topper though, so we're gonna try that right now. Ready? It's probably just gonna go up and shatter. Oh!
I need a little bit more.
Need more lube. We need more lube. That's all we need. Bumper time. We'll do that window later. We're gonna put the back bumper on, and You pull 2 different size trailers right here, old school style. Doesn't have a receiver hitch. It literally hooks on to the bumper. So, bolt this baby on, and then we're done. Oh, this is heavier than it looks.
Your back looks like butterfly wings.
That's because I'm an angel. Okay, we lubed up the back window now. Check this out. This is actually a switch. Oh, how cool is that? You can do it from inside the car or out here in the back. Nice. Gotta jump for it. Sweet. Okay, we're done. We're gonna go drop it off now. They're gonna get inspected, aligned, and they're gonna finish the AC, so we will have some nice cold air. Because it's December now, and it's, I don't know, 78 degrees in Texas. Heading to the shop now. This is great. I'm gonna drive it on the road. Slightly illegally, but luckily all the roads to get to the shop that's gonna inspect it are in Mexico, so we're good to go. No big deal. First time putting a seatbelt on. All right, we're doing this. Giddy up. Hey, there's bunker branding right there. So, first time that I've ever driven this thing on the road. I've driven this thing, but just on like ranches and stuff and through ponds and things. Never driven it on the road before. This is sick. God, this has been such a long time coming. All right, so I just need to watch gauges, make sure oil pressure stays good, and make sure temperature stays good, and then make sure we don't drive off the road since the alignment probably needs a bit of adjustment. Woo! This is so exciting! Look at me go! I'm doing it, I'm really doing it. I'm going 35 miles an hour. Probably shouldn't go much faster than like, yeah, I'm going 40 now. Probably where we should keep it until we get aligned. Also just hope I don't see any police officers. Not that I don't love seeing you guys, but I mean, we're in Mexico. I'm in La Policia, because we're in Mexico, for sure. That was the bunker branding in Mexico. That's Bunker Mexico. We have locations everywhere. Got turn signals and everything. Do the brakes work? Probably should have checked that earlier. Oh yeah, brakes working. I do hear some weird rubbing noise, which there's gonna be some of those. It doesn't sound bad. It could just be like a U-joint that needs to be broken in because they're all brand new. Hopefully it's not something more serious than that. I love it. Yeah, baby, you got what I need. But you say he's just a friend. You say he's just a friend. Yeah, baby, you got what I need. 10 minutes into the drive, everything's working great. We hit full operating temperature, not going over. Oil pressure's good, things running good. That noise went away, so I bet that was just something that needed to be broken in. Running good. Haven't seen any police. Thank you guys for what you do. I just don't want to see you right now. That's all. In Mexico, because that's where I am. That's probably not supposed to be there. I think we forgot that thing. That is one thing I'm slightly worried about is everything we forgot. Like, every bolt on this truck we put in. There are no more factory set bolts. They were all done by us. And I'm like, did we do it right? I don't know. I hope so. But like, there were thousands of bolts. What if there was one important one that we were like, we'll tighten that up later, and then we just forgot? Well, I guess we'll find out eventually. We made it. We are here. The car did not fall apart on the trip. Great success. Dude, what a beefy boy. Golly. Look at this thing. Okay. We'll see more of her when we pick her up tomorrow. See you guys then. Ah, I scratched it. Oh, hey, didn't see you guys there. Man, long time coming. This Bronco. I think it's been 5 years that we've been trying to get this thing running, and it is running. We have current registration, current plates. It is completely street legal, which is crazy. This is something that I've been trying to get done forever, wanting it to be done forever. And then you guys are also like, anytime I get any other car, you're like, Matt, where's the Bronco? Well, you can't ask me that anymore, because we did it. Bronco, street legal, everything works. There's still a few little things. We need to get the AC hooked up because we didn't get that done yet. And then a couple little things that I've been driving it for a day now, and a few things that I've found that we needed to adjust, but all minor. 99% of it is exactly how I want it to be. So thank you guys who have been with us for the whole build. It's taken forever, and I appreciate you guys who have followed it and know like the significance behind it, know why it means a lot to me, and why I'm like just on cloud 9 right now that I have a 1983 Ford Bronco that I can go driving out here on the ranch. I took my kids to school in it. They loved it. It's the best thing ever. Thank you guys so much for watching this whole series. Thank you for watching this video. I love you, and I'll see you next time.
Oh.
Hey, what camera is that? Number...
Shut up! Don't tell Mayor.